Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Corporate Socialite Budgets. In this video, I want to present my new budget book. So this has been a long overdue book. Some of you all may know that I was using some of these envelopes as well as makeshift envelopes from the bank. So I'm really excited to finally debut my book and actually use it. So I've had it for about 2 months now, but I can say that I've been slightly off track with my cash stuffing, but I'm jumping right in just so I can make sure that I'm on track with all the other things and other expenses that I have going on. So just to kind of do an overview of the book itself. So it came from Amazon. I thought it was really cute. I ordered this, I ordered the envelopes from Etsy, and they look very similar to the last ones I have. These don't have holes to be able to insert it into the book, but I think eventually I'll probably punch holes in it just so I can use them. But some of the envelopes are duplicates, so I probably wouldn't really need to do that. Okay, so we have Christmas, and then the seller actually provided a $1,000 slip, so that's kind of cool, and it just adds a little bit of dimension to the envelopes while I'm kind of sorting through them before I actually add true cash in there. But I will use this for the sinking funds that hit $1,000. So I have Christmas, Lux Life, which is anything that's on my wish list as far as like a designer or a high-end item. I have this envelope for that. Gifts, so I have another gifts envelope here, which would serve for Christmas gifts as well as birthday gifts. I think maybe just birthday gifts. I'm not exactly sure. I think I might have a Christmas gift envelope in here. And then we have jet setting. So this is anything that I have already pre-planned throughout the year for some sort of trip. I do have a DR trip coming up very soon. So I have to give you guys the details of that because, oh goodness. And then socialiting, I did add this one. This is a very new envelope. So this is for anything that involves me spending money that is not a necessity, but it's still slightly different from fun money. So let's say I'm budgeting for like my friend's baby shower that I was doing a couple months ago. So, I would have put that money into the socialiting tab. And then this wish list is apartments, decor, or furniture. There's some things in my apartment. I've been here for a year, but there's still some things that I need to kind of add into the apartment just to make it feel complete as far as like aesthetics go. So this is for that. Car maintenance, I've added in there because I felt like this is kind of an essential that I wasn't budgeting before. And then Delta, I am in a sorority, and sororities in any type of organization that involves groups of people also involves money that's just kind of being spent toward, outings or service activities or anything that might need some sort of monetary contribution. I have it here to kind of add money into it periodically. So this is super exciting. I really love this book. I think it's much better than my like one-off individual envelopes here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. Okay, so I did withdraw $500 from my account because I know I am about 2 months or so behind in cash stuffing. So I wanted to ensure that I had enough money to cover any of the savings or sinking funds that I've been contributing to through my budgeting app. So I'm going to just place this here. So I believe that's $500. And any additional money that I have, these were a couple of dollars that I had in my wallet as well as just kind of laying around in my purse, and I figured I need to be keeping track of these dollars. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and unstuff all of the other envelopes that I've already have. And I'm so happy to be getting rid of some of these because this one is kind of gross and dirty. And then this is one for the Lux Life. All right, so I'm going to just unstuff everything. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with, see if that can stay behind there. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Christmas gifts, and I'm gonna take this placeholder out so I can just stick it in there. Okay, so Christmas is going to get $280. So this goal is set for, I believe, $1,000 by the end of by November of 2022. I might need to put some 20s in there actually. Okay, let's see. So I said 280, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. Just count that once more. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. All right, that's cool. So I do believe I am on track for Christmas gifts this year. So I'm happy about that. I won't have to tap into too much debt or any debt at all, I'm hoping, for Christmas this time around. So we're good there. And this one is my luxury bag, which is a Louis Vuitton bag. I actually saved up to $1,000 over maybe the past few months or so after I received my bonus from work, and just been kind of allocating money toward this sinking fund. But the only thing was that recently my boyfriend and I took a trip to Chicago for Memorial Day weekend, and I did not properly budget for that, where I almost I spent very close to $300 additional dollars from what I initially thought we were going to spend. So I did tap into the $1,000. So now it's about $740 that will go into here. So I'm pretty disappointed, but I already determined that I was going to get the bag sometime during Christmas. But I'm going to add $740 here. Actually, I'm going to use some of the hundreds in the back. So I have 100, 200, 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40. All right, let's just double count that. So I have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40. All right, 740. I really probably need to get more hundreds, but I end up getting this money, most of this money, from a drive-through ATM. And I thought that since it was Chase that I would probably be able to get different denominations, but that particular ATM didn't have different denominations other than 20. So this will have to work until I get to a branch. So that's cool. Okay, so gifts this time around, and I don't think I end up doing a Christmas gifts fund or envelope. You know what? I am going crazy. This is Christmas, obviously. So this is gifts. Okay, so this is just going to be $100. So I'm going to probably just do 250s here. And this is a rolling sinking fund. So anytime I meet or anytime I spend $100 or less, then I just have to replenish this fund with another $100, because I do have way too many people that I know, and birthdays seem to come around way too often. So I at least like to have $100 set aside for each birthday, and once I spend from it, I just replenish just to make sure. And in the next few days is actually my mom's birthday. So I'm still deciding what to get her, because obviously I don't think $100 is enough for whatever gift I decide to buy. So I'm still going to play that by ear. All right, and then we have jet setting. So this one is the big one. $198 is actually going to go into this sinking fund. I ended up having to kind of finance my flight ticket. So I decided to just fly from Ohio, which is where I currently live, into DR instead of from Miami, which is my hometown, just so I didn't have to take so many additional days off of work to travel from Ohio to Miami, then Miami to DR, then back and forth. So I just decided to fly directly from Ohio. So that of course was slightly more expensive, but I do feel like I'm probably paying more so for the convenience of not having to have so many layovers, or having to take so many additional days off from work. So the flight was about $1,000. Oh my goodness. And I think that might be, fingers crossed, the most expensive part of this trip, which would just be the flight. I'm thinking that once we get to DR, we already have our place booked and everything like that. So I'm thinking, spending money and whatever smaller cost won't be as expensive. So I probably might be good here. But each month this is going to be $198. Oh my goodness. I was really torn about even financing this flight. I was just kind of hoping that I would find it at a cheaper price, or it would just kind of, shoot down in price, but that just didn't happen. And I was just too concerned that the flight prices will continue to rise and I kind of not be able to go at all. So I did do the 193 option, which is each month up until October. Oh my goodness. So I'm thinking that as long as I kind of keep adding money to this fund, then I should be okay. And I probably won't have to worry so much about waiting until October. Maybe I can pay it off in advance or beforehand. So I'm going to add 198 here. So 50, 100, 150. Then I have 170, 190. And then 195. 198. Okay, so 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 195, 196, 97, 98. And of course I need to also start considering cost of whatever hairstyle or nail or beauty services that I need to pay for this. So I need to kind of sit down and truly figure out the real numbers here for this trip, not just flight costs or flight expense. And also I have to renew my passport. So my passport actually expires at the end of July of this year, and the trip is set for August. So I need to make sure that I get that renewed prior to leaving out. And I think the renewal rate is about 170. So I need to make sure I really need to just pay for that out front so I can make sure the passport gets back in time. Okay, socialiting. So I think here I might be good. I've done enough damage for the month, and thank God the month is ending, so I will have a fresh start in June. But I'm going to go ahead and skip this tab. Wish list, I'm actually skipping car maintenance. I will add $50 there. And I actually have a car servicing coming up, so I need to kind of contemplate how much additional money needs to go in there. And then Delta, I'm actually going to add $30 into here. All right, cool. So that is that for the book. Other than the book, I do want to start using my wallet envelopes. Okay, so I have grocery here, fun money and food on the run. So I'm gonna go ahead and do grocery first. So grocery will get, actually it's only getting $40 this week, because while my boyfriend was in town, we bought some groceries, and honestly it was just a whole bunch of junk food. So I need to make sure that I stock up on some things that I could kind of meal prep, but I have $40, so let's see how well I do with this. And then fun money will get 70, so 20, 40, 60. Did I do this right? 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. Oh, this envelope is actually broken. Dang, I did not know that. So that might not really work out well for me. We'll see. Then I have food on the run, and food on the run typically gets 25. So 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these go directly into my purse. My wallet is actually too small for it. And then the last one is dining out. And dining out will get $50. So 20, 40. Okay, let's see if I could change some bills in here. I don't think so though. Oh, I do have a 5. I have 2 5s. So 20, 40. I'm gonna just take the 2 5s out of the Delta. I think that should be okay. And then it should be 50. So 20, 45, 50. All right. So I am curious to know about how much money I'm going to be adding back into my account. So let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 82, 83, 84. Okay. That's okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.